What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about one from Warner Archive, and it is Leatherface. This is the original Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, not the recent direct-to-video Leatherface. So this movie basically hinges on the idea that Leatherface is dead. Everyone in the media thinks that the family is shut down, that Texas is now safe from their wrath, even though police are still digging up bodies and huge pits of, dismembered and hacked up bodies. Which leads to the police have found one dig site, which ends up slowing up traffic, and this is where we meet the young couple that's passing through on their way cross country. They end up getting slowed down by the police barricade as they're investigating this gigantic pit of just torn apart bodies. They end up stopping at a rural gas station to fill up in the area. That's where they meet a creepy gas station attendant who tries to spy on the girl while she's pooping or whatever's going on in there. And they also meet Viggo Mortensen, who's a local lawman, who is slightly less creepy, so they believe him whenever he tells them about a shortcut. There ends up being this altercation. Shots are fired. They take the shortcut, end up getting into car trouble, having a flat tire, and it becomes clear very quickly that not only is Leatherface not dead, he and his family are still on the hunt, and, that's pretty much the movie here, is who's going to survive. So this movie had a real problem with the ratings board. It kept getting sent back and back and forth and back and forth, cutting more and more material. It was given an X rating at one point. So I don't really understand why. I guess maybe in 1990 things were a lot different, but the movies that came out around that time are much gorier than this one. I don't know why this one had so much problem with the ratings board. But anyway, it eventually got the R rating. And when it came out on home video, it was given an unrated or uncut version on some releases. Now, nowadays, if a movie, goes to an R or PG-13 rating, it really doesn't matter because the definitive version of the movie is going to be the one you get on home video. And they'll put that footage back in. But unfortunately, in the case of Leatherface, a lot of that material was lost. And so we do have, and this is what's on the Warner Archive Blu-ray, is an 85-minute version of the movie, which is known as the uncut or unrated version. And it restores about 4 minutes of footage. 4 or 5 minutes of footage that, some of it's gore, some of it's just weird stuff. But anyway, that's generally considered to be the definitive cut of the movie. There is more material. Some of it's lost. Some of it just is never put back into the movie. But this is the 85-minute cut, which, is about as good as you can hope for. It does have the O.J. Simpson reference, which is strangely taken out on some releases. So that's what you get, the 85-minute cut. I actually don't think this movie is that as bad as a lot of people think anyway. I like the sense of humor. I like that it's not quite as manic as the second movie, but it's because it's just a little bit more like gritty, I guess, with these like sleazy inbred hayseeds, running around on the loose murdering people. I like Viggo Mortensen. I like Ken Foray here. They even have a really fun brawl late in the movie that I think is a really cool scene. It doesn't have a lot of violence. It has a lot of off-screen violence, and I don't know how much of that was actually excised through the ratings issues or how much of the movie was trying to capture that feeling of the original where you don't know what's happening off screen, so it's even worse. But the fact is we do know what's happening off screen. The movie just for some reason pulls it just out of view, and I don't know, it still has some blood, but not nearly as much as you would think, and certainly not as much as I think this kind of subject matter deserves, unless you're going to go for the bloodless atmospheric approach with this which this movie certainly does not. I do absolutely love the chainsaw in this movie. It is gigantic. They call it the Excalibur chainsaw. It is amazing. I wish it was used just non-stop. I just want to see it cutting through people left and right. I want to see like 5 people lined up and then just the chainsaw just run through all of them. I think it would be so cool. There is a fun scene late in the movie though where it gets thrown into the water and it rises up like a shark. It's like moving around the water. But anyway, it's definitely not great. It's, I would put it right in the middle of the franchise. I like it better than some of the later movies, but it's clearly not on the level of the first two. But I think it has enough quirk and enough kind of dark humor to make it worth checking out if you're a fan of the genre. The Warner Archive Blu-ray, like I said, it's got the 85-minute cut of the movie. It's got audio commentary, featurette, deleted scenes, an alternate ending, and theatrical trailer. The new scan looks really nice. The movie has never looked spectacular. This is definitely an improvement over the DVD, which I think is about all you can hope for. It looks probably as good as it's going to look in HD. It's a pretty loaded disc. I don't know what else people would want from it. I know there's that holy grail of the scenes that are gone forever, but I mean, at this point and for this price especially, this is a fantastic release. If you want the movie in your collection or you just want to see it, this is definitely the best way to experience it. If you want to read a full write-up of Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, go to my website, markfusion.com, and check that out. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon. If you want to see what I've got coming up, titles that I've finished but I haven't quite gotten the video reviews up for, you can follow me on Letterboxd and kind of get an idea of what might be coming soon. Other than that, just drop me a sub if you like these videos. I would greatly appreciate it. It's a free, easy, direct way to support me, help me to continue to build this channel and create new content. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do sincerely and greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.